He is the new head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Boy, I've known him a long time. I never thought I would call him coach. Jason Kidd joining us on the show. Hi, Coach.
How you doing there?
I'm doing well. This came out of nowhere for me, at least, and I think for most people. How surprised were you that you got the job?
There was a little. I was a little surprised that I think talking to Billy on Monday, we talked a lot of basketball, and I really was serious about having an opportunity to be interviewed. So I think it went well, and I ended up with the job.
But you go in there, are they interviewing you or are you interviewing them?
Well, I think, the process, I wanted to show that I was serious and, being organized. And we talked basketball and, talked about different things I thought I could bring to the table. And
did you have
Billy
a presentation, almost like a PowerPoint presentation for him?
No. I didn't have a PowerPoint, no. It was more or less me just talking about basketball. And that's something I've done my whole life. I felt comfortable. Again, I've said it before, walking into the old practice facility, I felt like it was home. So, the butterflies disappeared, and we just, again, talked basketball.
Can you yell at players, be a disciplinarian if you have to?
I'm not a screamer or a yeller. For me, it's, to get my point across is just to talk. I mean, to be, communicate straightforward and, understand, for my guys is that I want them to all be successful. And, I'm not the enemy. I'm there to, make them better. And the best form of, coaching is if things aren't going well, you can use that bench, the substitution, and you can get your point across clearly and fast.
You've been around Prokhorov a lot?
I have not, no.
Have you met him?
I haven't. I met him once, I think, in Dallas during the All-Star game.
But not as his coach? You haven't had a conversation with him?
No, Dimitri. I've talked to Dimitri and Billy.
I looked at the Nets roster. There's not a lot of movement there. You're kind of stuck with some of these contracts there. How do you make a team that doesn't have a whole lot of fire? You have firepower, but not fire. I looked at that team, and they seem lethargic at times. What do you think is...
Well, hopefully I can bring that. You got to do the little things. You have to play defense. And I think, one of the short-term goals is, we want to be a 50-win team. And I know they won 49, but when you look at the elite teams in this league, Miami, San Antonio, the Dallases, they've all had a run where they won 50 games for 10+ years, and that puts them in that category. So that's where I want to start, and you got to start somewhere.
He's Jason Kidd, the new head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Got a confession to make.
Okay.
Back in 1995. I'm at NBA Entertainment, and I had to turn in my Rookie of the Year ballot. I had you, and then I changed it to Grant Hill. It ended up as a tie. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not a confession. I mean, you probably helped Grant tie me.
I was the last vote. I took it away from you.
No, it's all right. Listen,
okay,
Grant, right. It's all right to share an award with Grant. He's as good as they come.
Do you have any, are there grudges? You spent 19 years in the NBA. Guys you didn't like?
No, I didn't. I got along with everybody.
Everybody? Come on.
Yeah. Even if a guy missed the layup, I didn't get mad. That was my teammate. I had to come. He had to.
What about opponents, though? You have to dislike some opponents.
It's not a dislike. It's just you're trying to win a game, and you'll do anything to try to win. But it's not a hatred or dislike. That's your opponent for that night.
Best point guard to ever play the game is who?
Oh, John Stockton, Magic Johnson. I mean, those two are the best to probably ever play it.
What did Stockton do better than you?
I think he had like 3,000. He set the table. I think he had 5,000 more assists than I did.
Okay, all right.
And steals. I mean, when you look at those records, it's amazing, and I just don't think he gets the due that he deserves.
Well, he played in Utah. That's why.
Well, yes, that's fine, but still, I think sometimes he's left out of the mix of great point guards, great point guards, and we forget to sometimes mention him.
All right, is he going to be if I got your all-time starting five, is John Stockton your point guard?
Yes, I should. If I'm the coach, I could easily watch the game then. Yes.
Okay, and your two guard is
Michael Jordan.
All right, your power forward.
Good question. I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan.
He keeps saying that he's not a forward, Jason. He's a center.
Well, I know Timmy a little bit, and I know he says he's not 7 feet either. So, he's gonna have to play power forward.
All right,
and I think he'll be fine with that.
Who's your small forward?
Small forward. Oh, good question. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to go with Scottie Pippen.
So no LeBron and no Larry Legend.
Well, LeBron, I mean, I could play him at the 5.
No, if you were picking a center, who would it be?
Oh, man, there's so many good ones. Shaq. I mean, I would have to go with Shaq.
See, I'm an Akeem Olajuwon guy.
Listen, Akeem is not bad, and I'm leaving LeBron off right now. I mean, so those are two Hall of Fame guys. I mean, they're probably you can easily say they're the best at their position.
You and Mark Cuban okay?
Yeah, Mark reached out to me once I announced my retirement. Asked what I was thinking about doing, and so no, we've been talking.
Well, was this about retiring your jersey, the Dallas jersey?
No, I think he wanted to just. You mean why he was upset?
Yeah.
No, I think he was because he felt that I was going to come back and play and finish my career in Dallas, and I decided to go to New York and try to help them win.
Did he offer you an opportunity to coach?
He did. He wanted to talk about doing some different stuff in the front office, and I told him that I would definitely give him a call, but things happened rapidly with the Nets, and so we didn't get to talk about the front office stuff.
Will you suit up in practice?
I will not. I'm not going to suit up in practice. Even if we're shorthanded, I'm not. I just can't put the uniform back on, and I'm not going to have the uniform on under my suit.
Okay.
To sub myself in.
Okay. I just want to make sure. And there's still some unfinished business between us. You know that.
Yeah. Now that let me see if I hear this correctly. You haven't been to a Nets game.
Well, I
right?
didn't like the coaches, so that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we get past that.
Yeah.
So we're good. We're good there. So we have to have this horse game.
Okay, be honest to the audience here. You were in Dallas. Here you are, Rookie of the Year, and I came to town.
Yes.
And we were going to have a shooting contest that day, right?
Yes.
And you got sick? Did you get sick that day?
I was probably sick.
You were probably sick.
I mean, that was 19 years ago.
But great. I don't forget. The great ones play through this, Jason.
I guess. Well, that answers the question. I'm not a great one, so I'm fragile.
Were you ducking me? Just be honest, and I promise I won't have a shooting contest with you. I won't do that to you.
I wasn't ducking you, but I got the scouting report that you can shoot. So at that point in my career, I probably wasn't quite ready for that competition.
Was I a better shooter?
Now.
Was I a better shooter than you in 1995?
Yes.
Okay.
I can say that.
Okay. I know. Look, that's what I love about you. I mean, you got to be honest with it. You're okay with me giving a vote to Grant Hill instead of you for Rookie of the Year. We have covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah, that's okay.
If you want me to put on a clinic for your team, I'd be more than happy to come in and help those kids out, like a summer camp.
Okay. Now you said that, so when I call and say, "Hey, we're ready for you to come put on this clinic," you can't get sick.
No, I won't. No.
Okay.
No. I'm the White Ray Allen. That's what I've been called. Extremely white Ray Allen is what I am.
So you're not Larry Bird, but you're Ray
Allen.
Allen.
No. You can't. Why is a white guy always compared to a white guy? That's not fair.
Okay.
You know?
No. I would, Larry Bird wasn't a bad shooter.
No, he wasn't. But I have no business even being in the building with Larry Bird when he starts to shoot.
Oh, but you could shoot with Ray.
No, I couldn't shoot with Ray either. No, I know, but I could shoot with you.
Oh, see, I can tell the confidence.
Hey, congrats and good luck. But thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it, Dan. Thanks.
All right, Jason Kidd. That's what I love. Don't be afraid to be honest. Free your mind. The rest will follow.